Howdy once again, first Monty here in Las Vegas, Nevada. So my man Nergling has an amazing YouTube channel, so please subscribe to Nergling's YouTube channel if you haven't yet already. Ask me a question associated with my simulation. I probably should actually get the question out and talk to the question rather than, here we go. The question was, hmm, I'd like to pose a question as to your simulations. Can they be used for battlefield modeling? If so, how and to what scale could they go? For instance, could you model a platoon on platoon conflict with terrain and perhaps support variable weapons variables? Or perhaps something bigger, more along the lines of a battle group brigade? So, here we are at apesdk.com. Just want to show you how easy this thing is. And if you go here, I think you get to the source code, which is apesdk, GitLab apesdk. If we come here to the simulated ape, here we get the source code. Now, it's probably just easier to grab some of the source code, but what I'll do is show you how to do this specifically. So we copy it there, we get our favorite source editor. You can also download the source code just as a zip. I'm not going to do this in this case because I want to show something specifically. But if we then go here and we then go source tree with some luck, where is it? Source tree. I can't see it. There it is, I think. And if we load up source tree, we say we want a new clone URL. You don't have to do this. You can just download the source code and compile from the source code. But let's make a directory called Nergling simulated ape SDK. Okay, so we clone that. We get this. Where's a little bit. This is just how we download the source code from the site, so we can make contributions back to the source code if that's what we want to do. You could also just download the zip. So core graphics, that's the one we want. Simulated ape, we also want the ape SDK here. So here's the ape SDK submodule, and we want core graphics 2022 as well for that. Simulated ape, we want core graphics 2022 with some luck. Okay, so now with a bit of luck, we can go to the Nergling folder. So I'm going to start by just showing what simulated ape looks like, because that's probably a good start. I think we can get most of the windows in here. Simulated ape, simulated ape. Words for a bit. I think I've launched it twice accidentally. I'm using a slower laptop, which I do most of my screenshot stuff on. So apologies for the time taken just to get this stuff up. Here we go. I think we should be running simulated ape with some luck. Let's see where it is. Here we go. Sorry about that. Simulated ape comes up. We run simulated ape just so we can get a sense of what it is. And here we go. Just to give a set of the simulation environment. So whoa. Still building it. It takes next to no time to actually build it on a reasonable contemporary class computer. This is just a relatively old machine, but I still do my YouTube recording and various other things. So here we go with simulated ape. So this is the core of the simulation, but you can use it for pitch battle, which I'll display in a minute as well. So with some whirring, and a bit of luck. So what we have here is a simulation environment. The ape is actually at the center of it. Here we have the control information, associated with what the ape's done recently and various other things. And here you have a map where we have all the other apes drawn out here, and you can click on the apes accordingly. So this is the underlying simulation, which has a bunch of stuff associated with eating and mating and enemies and friends and all this kind of stuff. But that's the first part. So this area is about 512 kilometers by 512 kilometers, which is the map view for this. Obviously, you've got undulating landscape, water. There's actually weather simulation as well, which is being rendered over this. It's hard to see at this time frame, but there's actually a weather simulation that's running too. So this is simulated ape. And within simulated ape itself as well, there is, let's call it simulated war. I think this is where we get it from. Let's double check. And this is a pitch battle simulation. This is weapons with variables and all the other stuff that Nergling was asking for, but using the same underlying simulation core oh, this is a Swift version for some reason. Let me see. It's still building. Hopefully this is one that'll work. It seems to. Let's see. It would be very boring if it doesn't work. I think there's another one for simulated war. I'm doing various development in real time through this as well. So, okay, this is the one that doesn't work. Boring. Sorry about that. Let's find the one that works. Stop tasks. I think it's war rather than simulated war. Yes, it is. War. What is it good for? Absolutely simulation. Okay. Here we go. Sorry about that. Wrong version of simulated war. What you see here is a pitch battle between blue and red. You might have to turn your monitor up accordingly. Sorry, building here. Whoa. Here we go. And we have a pitch battle simulation which uses the same simulation engine as simulated ape. Here we go. So with a bit of luck, you should be able to see the red and the blue. So this is, let me see if I can pump up this is for my own benefit. What you see here is red and blue fighting each other. They're colliding into battle here. And as you see here, they're basically finding nodes of fighting. So this is simulated war, which is included with the simulated ape simulation too, just to show that you can do pitch battles with this engine. The other component is obviously the urban simulation and doing battle in urban environments, which was what SimSealand was about, which became London 1940. So I'm happy to demonstrate that. It's a bit more effort in terms of actually demonstrating it than these two. Anyway, Nergling, hopefully this answers your question, or at least gives you more food for thought. Tom Bartley in Las Vegas, Nevada, signing out.